Wearing prosthetics is my everyday activity. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I change, and then I put on these ears. But have I ever forgotten to put them on? The answer is yes. I lost my left ear. Hello, my name is Yat. I'm deaf without hearing aids, hard of hearing with hearing aids. I have Microtia where I don't have outer ears. I wear a bone-anchored hearing aid behind my right ears to hear, and I wear these 2 ear prostheses. Subscribe to learn more about my Microtia journey. It helps the channel a lot. I recall the moment I left the home without my ears. I was not particularly petrified or terrified at all. I was oblivious to the fact that I didn't even have it on. The story is, there's this one time I was rushing to attend my fitness class. Yes, at one time I used to work out, maybe a bit more fit than today. So I got changed pretty quickly and left the house. I drove to the gym like I always did, and I did nothing out of the ordinary. So I'm at the gym, I line up, I prepare to do my reps and go to my pause and different stations, push-ups, squats, resistance, whichever thing I was doing that day, I was on it. However, there was something a little bit, tiny bit unusual that day. We usually have 2 trainers, and one trainer just kept checking up on me. He's like, "Hey, how you doing? How's it going, Yat? Everything alright?" And when I work out, I usually don't wear my hearing device because, as you recall from one of my older videos, I talked about sweating. And sweating is never good for my BAHA 5. So I usually take them off. And when I don't wear my hearing device amongst the music and my trainer kind of yelling at me, I can sort of be able to hear a little bit. Very faintly. And he's like, "Well, everything okay yet? How are you doing?" I said, "Everything's alright." As I go on through the pause and the stations, it's a 45-minute workout. And every other 10, 15 or so minute, he'd check up to see how I was doing. At the back of my head, I thought, you know what? You never check up on me as much as you do today, but hey, maybe you just want me to work extra hard. So I found it a bit odd, but I thought nothing of it. When the class was over, I do my usual thing. I usually go into the bathroom, grab a towel, and then wipe off my sweat. So I glanced over the mirror and I did my best Macaulay Culkin impression. My ears were not there. My ears were missing. So at this point, I was freaking out. I lost my left ear. I can't find my left ear. I go back to my pause in the stations and I go look for my missing left ear. I walk around, I had my head down, I don't see it. So at this point, I go to the trainer and I asked him, "Hey, this is a bit embarrassing, but have you seen my ear?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know if I dropped it when I was working out, but did you see it?" His response was, "Well, they weren't there to begin with." At first I thought it was a bit of a joke. I'm like, "What do you mean they weren't there to begin with?" But I realized that I may have not worn it. So after the class I rushed home. I remember just rushing up the stairs, and then I look at my bed and there it is. There is my missing left ear. If you like this story, had a good chuckle, go ahead and like this video. Let me know if you too have left something important or of significance, or even your prosthetics at home. Subscribe to learn more about my Microtia and hard of hearing journey. No ears, no fear. Until next time, goodbye!